Wisconsin. We're standing by to hear directly from the President-elect Donald Trump. He's about to hold a thank you rally in North Carolina celebrating his election victory. President Obama, meanwhile, has just finished what will likely be his final major speech on terror. He used it not only to defend his legacy, but also to issue a veiled warning to Donald Trump. Our White House correspondent, Michelle Kaczynski, is in Tampa, Florida, where the president spoke at the U.S. Military Central Command headquarters. Michelle, the president warned that despite progress, the terror threat will endure.
Yeah, and this was not the fiery President Obama from the campaign trail. This was, again, the lawyerly Obama making a careful defense of his policies, looking into the future. But within that, of course, are warnings for the next administration that unless you're extremely careful with these matters, unless you learn from the mistakes of the past, including overreach, then big problems could get even bigger.
Tonight, President Obama says America and the world still face many threats, both seen and unseen, even after his 8 years in office.
For 8 years that I've been in office, there has not been a day when a terrorist organization or some radicalized individual was not plotting to kill Americans. We did not choose this fight. But once it came to us, the world saw the measure of our resolve.
Looking to bolster his legacy and tout his national security victories, the president came to MacDill Air Force Base to thank the men and women, the special operators who carried out his orders.
To you and your families and to the extended family of American service members, let me say that our nation owes you an unbelievable debt of gratitude.
And said he does not regret hesitating to put troops in harm's way.
I've seen the cost. I have held the hands of our wounded warriors at Walter Reed. I've met the caskets of the fallen at Dover. And that's why I make no apologies for only sending our troops into harm's way when there is a clear mission that is achievable and when it is absolutely necessary.
In one of his final speeches as Commander-in-Chief, Obama said the United States has made progress countering terrorism.
ISIL has lost more than half its territory. ISIL has lost control of major population centers. Its morale is plummeting. Its recruitment is drying up. Its commanders and external plotters are being taken out, and local populations are turning against it.
But he also acknowledged that threats from ISIS and others may always remain.
To say that we've made progress is not to say that the job is done. We know that a deadly threat persists. We know that in some form, this violent extremism will be with us for years to come.
Without naming the president-elect, President Obama warned against potential practices which he said run counter to American values and traditions, like banning Muslims or any other religious groups from entering the U.S.
The United States of America is not a country that imposes religious terror. As a price for freedom. We're a country that was founded so that people could practice their faith as they choose. There's a responsibility to sustain it. The universal right to speak your mind and to protest against authority. To live in a society that's open and free, that can criticize our president without retribution.
And warned against overreaching policies, which could sacrifice individual liberties and even hurt America's standing in the world.
Upholding our values and adhering to the rule of law is not a weakness. In the long term, it is our greatest strength. The whole objective of these terrorists is to scare us into changing the nature of who we are and our democracy. And the fact is, people and nations do not make good decisions when they are driven by fear. These terrorists can never directly destroy our way of life. But we can do it for them if we lose track of who we are and the values that this nation was founded upon.
In Inevitably, the president's legacy on this issue is going to be a complicated one. I mean, this is a president that wanted to end wars, found himself embroiled in a new one that his opponents blame on his policies. And when you bring up the problems with the administration, the situation in Syria, the unimaginable suffering there, the inability to find that political solution, radicalization, they acknowledge those